Check this out. North Bay man captures incredible images of light pillars dancing in the sky. Trippy. Wow. Neat. At least I used to think so. You probably still do. You probably won't when I'm done. I just want to touch on a few things about the moon here before we get right to the meat and potatoes. I promise you, at the end of the video here, I will show you two different moons in the sky at the same time to prove conclusively to you the moon is a fake. Period. Okay, here we have a nice bright clear day. Can't remember what time it was, whatever, but it's broad daylight. And what's this? The moon, loud and proud. And what are we told it is? Some big chunk of dirt and rock out there that somehow reflects sunlight from millions of miles away so that we see this image. Okay, I guess we'll have to accept that for now. And here it is again. Like, really, people, can anyone explain to me why now, like, does nobody remember the moon is supposed to be a nighttime thing? Can anyone give me a reasonable explanation why we're seeing the thing in the daylight now? And seeing it pretty clear. I mean, wow. Okay, let's move on to the next puzzling thing. Okay, here we are, still broad daylight again. I can't even, this obviously isn't the same day because this moon's only half full. I mean, I've got hundreds, probably thousands of pictures of the moon and the sun by now, but anyways, look at this stupid thing. I mean, what is this? What did they tell us in school? We'll go with the version, we'll pretend it's the truth. What did they tell us about this ball of rock and dirt shit here that's reflecting sunlight so that we see it? This missing shadow part here, is this not caused by the earth in between the sun and the moon? Correct? It's supposed to be the earth's shadow being thrown on the moon here, right? And the same lying assholes tell us our earth is a round ball. So how on earth is the missing part this shape? How is it curving out? It should be concave, not convex. I mean, really, people, you gotta use your minds when you're looking at this stuff. And don't tell me you haven't noticed, because pretty irresponsible of you if you haven't, because I've been watching this shit in the sky for years. Years. It is still. And really? And this here anomaly? I don't know if I gathered any pictures that actually have that in it, but I'll point it out to you, and you can go and reproduce this yourself with any cell phone. It's some kind of weird shit that shows up every time you try to photograph the moon or the sun. So, anywho, on to the next oddity. Okay, here we go. The sun's finally going down, but barely. I mean, you can still see the sky is still pretty blue, but yet, here's the moon. And guess which direction we're facing here? We're looking like southwest, more west than south, though. The sun literally just is going down, or just went down, behind here. Actually, kind of did go down past the end of this building here, actually. But, so yeah, riddle me this, Batman. How does the sun that just disappeared down here in this direction, pretty much same direction as the moon, you're telling us this thing is just shy of 100 million miles away? 100 million miles. Woo, and who the hell even measured that? Or whatever. The sun's 100 million miles away, over here, basic behind the moon. The moon's just shy of 400,000 kilometers. So whatever that is in miles. So it's far less than half the distance from here to the sun, correct? So with the sun being in this direction, and I'll prove to you, we'll pull up Google Earth in a minute and show you that this is the direction the sun's set in. So how the fuck, pardon my French, is it reflecting off this side of a ball of spinning rock? Good God, people. You really, really gotta give it just 2 minutes of thought when you're seeing this shit. On to the next one. It's the same thing, same night. Really? How? Look at this stupid thing. You really think this thing is 400,000 miles away? And then the sun that much farther again, behind it, illuminating this side of it. And don't even get me started on the physics and the logistics behind a round ball reflecting the way that it does and concentrating rays or not, and the excuses sci-fi gives you for that shit. It's just, what? Wow. Sorry about the quality of these pictures, but that's part of the game these days too. They will not give you. You look at the pictures you could take with a camera in the early 1900s versus this shit in my cell phone that's supposed to be the best there is. And you see the difference. It's laughable. Just like this Mr. Moonbeam story here is laughable. Good God, look at that. Anywho, we've dwelt enough on that. Let's get on to the next topic. The illumination, the local illumination on clouds. Again, just, I don't know what is wrong with people. Did none of you, you didn't take physics in school? You've never noticed how a light shines off a wall, or just like how anything works? But trust me, you cannot have a ball of dirt and rock 400,000 kilometers plus away and doing this to this cloud. And I don't know, some of you sci-fi people that just can't let go of your religion, you got excuses, I know, like when I'm trying to prove to somebody how close the goddamn sun is, which is they're probably interchanging the same piece of crap here to use day and night, but anywho, that's another theory. But you point out when you get the rays coming down in a perfect triangulation, right? And they happen to be somewhere where there's points that are identifiable where you got a distance there, and you can prove straight up how fucking close that source is. But they give you this bullshit about refractory and shit as the light comes through the atmosphere, and it bends it to make it look like that. Well, okay. Then fuck you, I'll give you that one, since you always just insist that's the truth anyway. So if that's the truth, then it does not concentrate the fucking beams to light up a fucking dollar-sized spot on a cloud. You can't have your cake and eat it too, assholes. Nassholes. It just doesn't work that way. And people, sorry, the nassholes are the ones I've had the arguments with, where I've given clean, clear science and evidence, and then they give me some drivel shit, and I'm supposed to buy it. But to those of you this is new to, who are just kind of noticing for the first time, like, trust me, whatever your mama, your teacher, your pastor, or your friend told you about this, it is not right. The moon is not a rock, dirt ball that somehow illuminates a tiny ass little piece of a cloud like this from 400,000 plus kilometers away. Can't happen. Cannot happen. Nope, nope, nope. Cannot happen. Did not happen. Is not happening. Yeah, sure, you're seeing it. But what are you seeing? I don't know. Who knows? But I know we ain't seeing what they telling us we seeing. And this here shit. Actually, I meant to point that out. Let's skip back to like some of the first ones. Okay, it started right here, where there's some clear ones. You go do it yourself. Get out your top of the line 4K crapola shit on your phone, and you go take some pictures of the moon and the sun, and you see that this little thing here doesn't show up. In fact, I gotta make when I'm trying to get a clean shot, I have to play with the angle of the camera enough to make this little prick disappear into the picture here, because I'm sure that's what it is some kind of reflection of the mechanism that they use to show us this shit. But whatever, yeah, you watch yourself. You go try it. You go take a bunch of pics and you'll see this here. And you'll see it here. And you'll see it there. You can, then you watch, play with it. Play with the angle of the camera and stuff. You can chase it around, make it disappear, do whatever. I suppose someone, please let me hear it. You got some rational explanation for that. I'd love to hear it. Look at this. I mean, really, and in every shot. I mean, there's your whatever that is, and there's the flashlight in the sky. Just pounding hard on, and I wish I could find them. I couldn't find them, but um, I will find them. Trust me, I've got them, and anyone calls me on it, I will find the friggin' things and show you. I've got this stupid thing floating through the clouds where there's clearly cloud behind it and in front of it. Clearly. If I had a real camera, I could it'd be better to prove, but you can tell, and those are the ones, I gotta find them. I did a dump here off my hard drive, and I just don't remember which one they're in. So anyway, that's enough on the illumination. Let's hope you are becoming a little bit illuminated. Okay, now get ready for the punchline, where we've got two absolutely different moons in the same sky on the same night. Okay, here we are in Grand Prairie, Alberta, last September. I'm staying in the birdhouse here, doing a job south of town there. And I'm only including this to be able to show you. This is the neighbor's house to the south. I'm looking across from the backyard, looking down the back of their house south at the sun, or sorry, the moon. And here we are out front on the street. Holy crap, I think that might be the same truck in the picture I took as the one that Google Earth views. Yeah, I'm positive. I'll have to look back when the video's done. Yeah, I think so. That'd be too damn funny. But anyways, yeah, here we are out front looking straight down 92A Street in Grand Prairie, Alberta. At the same time, here's my wife back at home in Edmonton, Alberta, looking off our deck at the moon. I mean, there's a little cloud in the way, but you can clearly see that's the moon. And all these lights here, the brighter section, this is the Suncor refinery in the background. And Esso is kind of more these lights here, I guess. But you can easily prove that these ones are closer. It's these ones back here that are the refinery lights. So just pointing those out so that we can go to the Google map here, and we are here looking straight down across the Esso refinery would be right about here somewhere, and the Suncor one is, oh wait, sorry, no, don't want to screw this up. Suncor's right about here, actually on this side of, sorry, this side of the Anthony on 17th Street here, in between here. And Esso is more like about here somewhere. Short Park, yeah, it's kind of here, so you can see she's looking like southeast, a little bit more south than southeast, but clearly southeast, not south. Definitely not. So here, just to make it a little clearer, here's Edmonton and the direction she's looking. And here's Grand Prairie and the direction I'm looking at a moon that's 400,000 kilometers away. 400,000 plus, damn near 500,000. No, it's right around 400,000, whatever. It's 400,000 miles out there. And she's snapping pictures of it looking this way. I'm getting my pictures looking this way. Now, really, to me, this would clearly indicate we were not looking at the same object. How could we have been? There's absolutely no way that we were. If anybody thinks we were, I'd really like to hear your logic on the thing, because it sure don't compute to me. I'm pretty sure it's kind of proof that we're not looking at the same thing in the sky. So, you know why I don't think these look as cool as I used to? Because these are part of the same technology as this. Which leads to this.